Hi everyone, this is Jeanette, and tonight we're going to be featuring a card from the cartridge Paisley. And the card that we're going to be doing tonight is a little turtle card. This little turtle right here, he is on page 37, and let's get started with our card. I went, which is the 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock cut in half and scored in half, and that gives you a 5.5 by 4.25. I went ahead and I did a base out of yellow, again just guesstimating on where it was going to go. And what I do is I just kind of fit it on the cardstock, crease it with my finger, and then trim it with my rotary cutter or with my paper cutter. And then I went ahead and I cut a piece of striped cardstock and adhered a ribbon. I went ahead and I cut the turtle. I'm going to go ahead and put this together real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this to my card. And put that there, center. And let me see. I used my little Tim Holtz distresser on the edge of this paper just to give it a little bit of a frayed look, and that's what the little pieces of fiber are right there. I'm going to show you a little trick. You can see right there where I got ink, some glue on my cardstock, and there's this little eraser. It's a painter's eraser, and it will actually take off adhesives. It takes off rub-ons. It takes off just about anything that isn't adhesive. It's wonderful. I'm going to go ahead and adhere this next to the card base. I'm going to put that right like that. Like that. Then here's my little turtle. I cut the turtle at 2 inches. 2.5 was just a little bit too big. But there's his little base. Here is his little shell. And I think what I'll do before I adhere this, I have a pink ink pad here somewhere. Then I'm going to go ahead and ink around the edges. It's one of these little bright ink pads. Just going to go ahead and go around its little shell before I adhere it to my turtle base. So there's that. Adhere him to his shell. Goes right about there. I think this little guy is too cute. Go ahead and adhere him down. And then there's a little cherry here. I used the same green paper to cut the cherry base. And put some adhesive on that, working quickly. I'm going to go ahead and put the little cherries down. Okay, I'm not going to do much inking on this little card. And I'm going to go ahead and put his cherries back on in the same pink color. The book's got him in red, but I don't think I like that. So again, I'm just going to kind of ink around the edges of these. And go ahead and do this real quickly. Okay. Again, using the zig two-way, figure out which one of these cherries goes where. think this one goes right here because of the odd shape. Maybe wrong. You know what? I think we're going to go back with this red one. I think it's going to fit better. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the cherries off the red paper after all. I can find my scissors buried under my mess here. I'm going to go ahead and cut the cherries off. And adhere it. We'll use a little bit of stickles on the cherries to give it a little more dimension, I guess. Okay, there's that one. And let's get the other one off really quickly. And I'm going to put the adhesive on this. Might be a little easier to manage. Okay. And glue that little cherry down. There we go. Now I'm going to take this little bit of white. And it's got the I think I'll use the white part. Go ahead and adhere that. I'm going to adhere this to right here and just kind of put it centered right there. And then we'll add the little cheeks. And of course I lost one of the little cheeks. I hate when that happens. See if I can find it. There's one. Here's the other one. Oops, where'd it go again? Okay, here's that. Now I'm just going to use a little black marker and put the little eyes in. Check and see how they go on the thing. They're just kind of like a little curve. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and top dot this to the card. And I use my scraps from my pop dots. So I'm just going to, I have one little dot here. I'm going to adhere that to there. Just kind of decide where this goes. And put this down right here. Come over here and trim off the little part that you can see. Okay. Decide where I'm going to put this little turtle. Put it right there. And then we're going to just take the stays on in teal blue and stamp, and I'm just going to put thinking of you, and that's the card for Simple Card Sunday. Thank you for joining me, and here is a close-up of the card.